it takes place in the Olympic division in the LAPD. So I remember when I wrote it, I sort of tried to, at least in the script, keep within the parameters of that area. We went outside maybe a little bit, but for the most part, it's all that Olympic stretch in LA. I originally intended to just kind of do as a writing exercise with two men in a car, just sort of strip away all the little bells and whistles and just have two men talking for an amount of time, and it just sort of grew out of that. It turned into a script. But I always sort of intended it to just be, it's a really character-driven piece about, a night, when the police are out on their patrol at night, they sort of encounter a lot of interesting things, a lot of dangerous things. And I wanted to sort of just get to know these two people while they sort of go on this journey of all these sort of crazy things they encounter at night. So
and one's coming in and one's going out, right? Mm-hmm. You know, a guy on his first night out training, and then basically it's my first night becoming a training officer. So I'm sort of on. They're cycling me out and they're cycling him in. Boys, Angel and the guys hooked me up with some great guys in the Hollywood division, and I rode around with them as much as I possibly could. And just tried to, soak it up as fast and as well as I could do. What Joel did with the script is he dug into the reality of what these cops deal with, and the fact is that most of them are really decent human beings, but the job itself comes with a certain stigma that you have to be strong enough as a human being to wear. So if you're talking about wearing a shield or a badge, it comes with a whole litany of preconceived ideas, and the people that we encounter through the night are going to fall somewhere in the category of, whether I hate you guys and want to kill you, or thank God you're here. And they deal with it all within the space of an hour. So it was very fun to sort of not take a political stance in, we like cops this month, or because they shot a black guy last month, now we hate cops. And we didn't take any of that. We just went the human beings that are doing the job and what the job is. That's what made it fun.
In the movie, my character's father is a lieutenant, and he's kind of estranged from his father, and they never had a relationship because he brought the job home. So, I think that's nature. I mean, anybody's going to bring the job home. I don't care if you're a cop or you work in a garbage truck or you whatever. You have a stressful day, you're bringing it home. But I think there's only certain people you can talk to about what went down. So I think it's a cop to cop kind of relationship. So I don't think he's going to be able to talk to him about his wife or his kids, you know what I mean? So, but it's inevitable, and I think that stuff weighs on you. These men have to be strong, but they have to bury everything that they deal with. I wrote along with the Buffalo PD with a cop named Steve Schultz, and we went out one night, and we didn't see very much, and it was kind of a tame night. And then the next night, he calls me, and he says, man, you should have came out this night. And the next night after that, he rolled up on a family that was murdered and shot to death in their house.
Oh my God.
And children. So you have to walk in and see that, and you're 24 years old, you're starting the job. That weighs on you, and that's never going to leave your mind for the rest of your life.
Josh Hopkins plays a sort of renegade police officer who sort of does things his way, and kind of complicate situations more than they need to be. I play his sort of lackey partner, Stroke, and Stroke Adams, yeah, and
Stroke.
And I try to sort of mediate without pissing my man off. It sort of speaks to the hierarchy and the sort of pseudo gang mentality within any sort of any force, and certainly within the LAPD, that you gotta respect the top man, respect the guy above you, and so I kind of enable Josh's character a bit, and it all sort of explodes in our faces when these guys show up, the good guys, to sort of say, hey, this is not what you're being paid to do. You're stepping over the line.
Well, I did a ride around as well, and that's just invaluable. I mean, the guys were so great too. Any questions I had, they wanted to answer, you know. And I'm representing a bad part of the force, and so the guys I was with were so great. But they told me, I asked, you know, they told me about some guys that are a little rogue, a little crazy. They can tell, you know, probably shouldn't have a badge, you know. We rode around. We saw several stops by some plainclothes cops, which is what we are in the movie, and you would not know they're cops. Wow. And they looked rough, but because of that, people don't run off when they come down the block, so they get a lot of stuff done. But yeah, it's a great character, written really well, and a lot of fun.